Oh.
Okay, so I think Renee is here, Elista is here, and Jordan, Yvette. Okay, now today there'll be lesser people because there'll be because all the students they have to do homework and okay, and they are also tired okay after their lesson, after their school. So you can see that we don't have a lot of students today. All right, today not a
Should
lot
I
of students.
spam my friend to get on?
Can you what? Spam? What do you mean?
Should I spam my friend messages so I can get him to?
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, no need to spam your friends. Okay, come, let's start. We will still continue. All right. So what happened is just to let you know that if you cannot come for lesson on Monday, it is not what compulsory. Because why? Because it is just extra session, right? Just an extra lesson to help you. And also, if you miss the lesson, you can watch the video, right? You can watch the video, so you don't have to be present on every Monday nights. Okay, except for Jordan. Okay, Jordan who has to come for my lesson every night because Jordan is Mr. Ong's son, right? He has to come for this lesson, compulsory for Jordan. Okay, all right. Anyway, Anson, gonna start your video. All right. So before we start, before we start, just a reminder that you need to on the video. Okay, and I'll give a first warning, maybe a second warning, and after the second warning, the video is not turned on, then Mr. will suddenly, or you will suddenly find yourself out of the room already. All right, so everybody must start your video. All right, so anyone who did not start your video, I will give a warning lah. I always give a warning first, maybe a second warning, and then after that you find yourself, where's the classroom? Then you know that you're out of the classroom already. Okay, so have you done your paper one? So we still have some more students coming, but we are not going to wait for them. Suning, start your video. Li Wen, got to start your video. All right, Li Wen. All right, otherwise, Mr. has to say bye-bye to you, Li Wen, got to start video. Okay, Suning, once you're ready, can start. Yeah, okay, Li Wen, finally I can see your face. Okay, anyway, just to let you know that the video is recorded, the lesson is recorded, but you will not see your faces. Okay, your faces will not be in the recorded lesson. Okay, let's take a while for everyone to get ready. Today's lesson is going to be a bit short because there are some questions, there are some mistakes in the question, right? Some questions you can't do. So that's why we won't be going through everything, all right? Some questions you will skip. Okay, let's take a while for everyone to get ready first. Make sure you have gone for toilet break. All right, go for toilet break. When the lesson starts, there's no toilet break. Okay, no need to say hi to everybody, all right? Okay, some of you are chatting. Okay, so, okay, I'm gonna disable the chat because when the lesson starts, you have to focus already, okay? And not chatting to one another. Okay, all right, so are we ready? Okay, so let me start the recording. Is the recording started? Yeah. So we have started the recording already. Last week we forgot to record the lesson last week, and so what happened is Mr. has to teach the lesson again just to record the lesson. So it's very troublesome. So can you remind me? All right, every time you come on Monday, just remind me that that I need to record the lesson. Because if I forget to record the lesson, what happened? Then then I have to teach again the same lesson, which is troublesome. Okay, all right, let's go to question one. Okay, so we will go through question by question. There are some new phases today. So all right, any questions that you have, what you do is you can ask me, but if there are many questions, I will have to answer you after the lesson. Right, we need to end at 9 p.m. Okay, so any questions that you have a lot to ask, never mind, you can stay back after the lesson to ask me. Okay, so so for this whole lesson, let Mr. Ong talk first. Okay, Mr. Ong will teach everything first. Then after the lesson, you can you can ask me whatever you want. Okay, so question one. Now 206,081 is 10,000 more than what? Now this number is more than the missing number. So you're looking for a number that's smaller, right? The question mark is a smaller number. So to get a smaller number, you just have to minus, right? You minus to get the smaller number. So, okay, so the first question should be quite easy. So you minus, and let's do a quick one. Okay, so you will get 196,081. So your answer should be number 3. Okay, so why number 3? Because you're looking for a smaller number. To find a smaller number, you just have to minus. Okay. All right, now let's go on to question number 2. Which of the following numbers is more than half? Okay, now is there a shortcut to do this? There is a shortcut. All right, there is a shortcut. What you can do is you look at the 7, okay, look at the digit 7, and you just halve it. All right, just halve it, and it will become what? It will become like 3.5, okay, 3.5, like something like a funny fraction, right? Like a funny fraction. And then you look at the 2/7. Okay, 2/7, the 2 is smaller than 3.5. So it's definitely less than half, right? Less than half. So number 1 is wrong. Okay, then you look at number 2, and you look at the denominator, and you just halve it again. Halve it, and that'll be 4/8. All right, take the denominator and just halve it, right? And you can see that 3 is smaller than 4. So your 3/8 is smaller than half. Okay, somebody voices background. I think Anson, you have to mute your background. And okay, Anson, all right, okay. Now then how about 5/12? Let's look at number 4. Now again, take the denominator, halve it, and you will get 6/12. So your 5/12 is smaller than 6/12. So it's smaller than half. And then you look at 5/9. Okay, 5/9, take the 9 and halve it. So if you divide by 2, you actually get something like 4.5, which is a funny fraction, right? And your 5/9, your 5 is bigger than 4.5. So that is bigger than half. Okay, so your answer is number 3. Okay, the other way to do this is to draw your model. All right, another way to do it, another way to do this question is to draw boxes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then just cut into half, and then color 2 boxes, and you can see it's smaller than half. All right, but this way of doing is very tedious, okay, very time consuming. But if you don't know how to do, then you draw your model. Okay, that is another way. Okay, so answer is number 3. So let's go to the next question. Okay, all right, and please add up your marks also, right? You can put your marks below. Now, number 3, shortcut. Now, if you want to, yeah, Caleb, you have a question?
I'm sorry, I came late. So can you tell me the first question?
Okay, the first question is answer number 3. Okay, number
thank you.
3. Okay, question number 3, you should know already because shortcut. How do you change this into a decimal? Make the denominator into a 10, 100, or 1,000. I can make it into a 10. So 20 divided by 2 and 8 divided by 2. Okay, and then I got 4 and 4/10. So what is the decimal? Now the decimal will be 4.4. Answer, okay, there's no 4.4, right? Then just add 1 0 behind, and that will be number 4. Right, 4.4 is the same as 4.40. Yeah, Janelle, question? Janelle,
what worksheet is this?
I
came in late.
Oh, worksheet, this is the one that is a paper 1 S St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas, have you done already? Paper 1, SA, it's a SA2, primary 5, SA2, 2020, St. Nicholas. Yeah, I think I sent to your dad, okay, your parents. Okay, go and find it, right? Ms. Tong can't help you with this now. So you try to, or if not, you look at the screen, right, to follow. Okay, question number 4. All right, question number 4. In the number line below, what is the value of the missing number? Okay, now this, how do you do this? This one is a little hard. Some of you put down, okay, now you have 1/3, right? And then there's a 1 whole, right? Some of you are confused, right? You should have changed the 1 whole into a fraction. Yeah? Okay, you're confused. Why? Because you did not change the 1 whole into a fraction. Once you change into a fraction already, then what do? Then make the denominator a bit bigger, right? Because, okay, make the denominator a bit bigger, and then you will see why. And then you have 3 times 2, and then you have 1 times 2, right? So you have 2/6, and then this will be 6/6. All right, then you start counting, right? Start counting and see whether you can get the question mark. This is 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 6/6. Something funny, right? So it's still a bit funny, right? So like the denominator is still quite small, right? Because why? Because if you change it to if you change to this and this, what happens? This will be 3/6, 4/6, and then you know that something is wrong already, right? Can you see something is wrong, right? So it means that your denominator is not big enough. Okay, your denominator is not big enough. So what do? Then you just make the denominator a little bit bigger, right? How do you make it a bit bigger? 3 times 3, yeah? And then this will be 1 times 3. And then 1 whole will be 9/9. And then start counting again, right? Start counting again. 4/9, 5/9, 6/9, 7/9, 8/9, and 1 whole. Yeah. So what is the arrow pointing at? The arrow is pointing at 6/9, and change it to simplest form, and that will be 2/3. Right, 2/3. So answer will be number 3. Okay, why are you confused? Why you couldn't do? You couldn't do because you did not change the one whole into a fraction. And then after you change it to fraction already, you did not make the denominator bigger. Okay, once you make the denominator bigger, then you can start counting already, counting the lines already. Okay, are you clear so far? All right, any mistake, you can copy down, but don't try to copy everything because pay more attention to the talking, right? To Miss Ong talking. Lesson is recorded, so you can copy down if you miss anything. All right, let's move on already, okay? We need to end at 9 p.m. Okay, question number 5. Okay, number 5, there are 300 vehicles at a car park. 60% of the vehicles are lorry. What is this percentage talking about? It's talking about generally talking about the vehicles. And that is all the vehicles, which is 100%. Okay, so how many lorries are there at the car park? So if all the vehicles are 100%, then that will be 300. Very easy. Then 1% will be 300 divided by 100. Those of you who don't have a calculator, you can't use calculator, right? Then how do you cancel? You just have to cancel 2 zeros, and the other number also cancel 2 zeros. So 3 divided by 1, you get 1% is 3. Okay, without calculator. Then how many lorries are there? 60% are lorries. So 60 times 3, shortcut. Cover the 0. 6 times 3 is 18 and put back the 0. So you have 180 lorries. Clear? Okay, Zachary and Sean, you have to start your video. Zachary, Sean. Okay, and yeah, because it's important that you start your video. Otherwise, Mr. will have a black screen in a few weeks' time already. Okay, question number 6. Okay, question number 6. Which one of the ratio is in the simplest form? Okay, now what do? You look at 9:56. Is that the simplest form? You divide by 2. 9 cannot divide by 2, right? How about 9 divided by 3? Yeah, but 56 cannot divide by 3, right? So I think this is the simplest form already because you can't divide anymore. So if you got the answer, then no need to look at the others. All right, the rest of the ratio, then just don't waste time already. Anyone needs me to teach you how to simplify the ratio? Number 2, number 3, number 4, you want me to show you examples on how to simplify the ratio? Anybody? If not, then we will skip, right? Skip the options, all right? Skip all these options, okay? All right, let's go to number 7. Okay, number 7. Okay, now lesson here, before you start solving, you will need to put the numbers on the line graph. Okay, so let's read the question. A tank was completely filled with water at 0900. Water was drained out of the tank from 0900 to 1300. And the line graph shows the water left in the tank from 0900 to 1300. Okay, then answer 7 and 8. Okay, now do not answer yet because you need to put the numbers on the line graph. You need to count the gaps first. Right, some of you don't know how to put the numbers there because you didn't count the gaps. You have to count the gaps. How many gaps are there? From 20 to 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 units. And how big? 40 minus 20, you get 20. So one gap is 20 divided by 4. Okay, and then some of you put the numbers wrongly because you use your eyes. Okay, your eyes to try to look for the number. But I think you should not because you should use a ruler. You should use a ruler. Use a ruler to do what? To find the number more clearly. Yeah? Okay, so what number is the first point? So 120, you can work backwards. 120 minus 4, I think is 112. Okay, any mistake, let me know. If it's not me, a careless mistake, let me know. Okay, so use a ruler to find the number. Right, some of you make careless mistake because your eyes see the wrong thing. Okay, and then go to the next one, which is 1,000. 1,000 is, I think there's a dot there, right? Okay, and what number is that? So 100 minus 4 and minus 4 again. So that will be, I think it's 92. Okay, any mistake, tell me. Okay, then your 1,100 is how many? Then you start from 60 plus 4 and plus 4. So that will be 68. Okay, and then go down again. And then this is, what number is that? 60 minus 4, I think is 52. Yeah, 52. And then 1,300. 1,300 is 40. Okay, so this is the first thing you must do. Put all the numbers there. All right, what is the capacity of the tank? It means that the tank can hold all together how much water? Well, if you look at the question, the tank was completely filled. Isn't that the capacity of the tank? So the tank can hold all together how much water? You look at the 900. That is the capacity of the tank, which is 112 liters. Okay, the whole tank can contain altogether 112 liters. Yep. Okay, now question 8. And in which of the periods was 12 liter of water being drained from the tank? Okay, so how do you know where is the 12 liter being taken out? Go back to the line graph and look for the degrees. Okay, look for the degrees. And how do you look for the degrees? Very easy. You look from 0900 to 1000. What's the degrees? You minus 112 minus 92. That will be 20, right? That's the degrees of 20. And then from 92, you decrease to 68. What's the degrees? The degrees is 92 minus 68. The degrees is 24. And then from 68 to 52, what's the degrees? The degrees is 16, right? 16 liters of water being drained. And then 52 to 40, right? Okay, so from 52 to 40, there's a degrees of 12 liters. All right, 12 liters. So from what time to what time was there 12 liters of water being drained? From 1200 to 1300. Am I correct? Yeah, from 1200 to 1300, which is answer number 4. Yeah, correct, right? Okay, no mistake, huh? Okay, so that's question 8.
Mr. Ong,
Yeah, Caleb?
I think there's a mistake. You wrote wrongly in the line graph.
Which line, which number, which point
Like
is that?
this graph, yeah.
Okay, which point is that?
For the 10 o'clock, it's supposed to be, because there's a smaller dot there. I think it's supposed to be 88
Smaller
instead.
dot. Okay, no, the dot is here. The dot is here. Dot is here, right? Yeah, hang on for a while, Mr. Ong.
Yeah, I
There's
think
a
the
dot
dot is
here.
there. It's not like
Oh, okay. That's 88. Yeah, Mr. Ong point at the, let me see. Yeah, 88. Okay. Okay, that's okay. You have eager eye. Okay, so that's 88. Okay. 88. Okay, so can you readjust? Okay, adjust that. And of course, the degrees will be different already, right? The degrees. So 112 minus 88. Let me just correct the degrees. So 112 minus 88, the degrees is 24. And then 88 becomes 68. The degrees is 20. Okay, so just adjust. Okay, just do your corrections there. Okay, but the lesson here is when you do your exam paper, take a ruler. Okay, take a ruler and put it on the line so that you can see more clearly. Okay, that it will help you to reduce your careless mistakes. Okay, let's go to next one. Question 7 done already. Question 8 done already. And let's go to question 9. Okay, how do you change this in kilogram? Now, you need to change to kilogram. And how do you do that? You just divide by 1000. Okay, all right. Okay, Jordan, hand on first. All right, let me go through this question first. All right, so you change to kilogram. So how to change to kilogram? From small to big unit, you have to divide by 1000. From small to big. So how to divide by 1000 without calculator? You have to change the whole number into a decimal first to get the decimal point. Then once you have the decimal point, you shift to the left, 1, 2, and 3. Why 3 times? Because there are 3 zeros. And why do you shift to the left? Because you are dividing, right? Dividing, so you shift to the left. So your answer will be 60.050 kg, all right, or 60.05 kg. You can remove the 0 at the back. So 60.05 kg, which is answer number 2. Okay, clear? All right. Okay, let's go to question number 10. All right, okay, before we go on, Jordan, you have a question, right? What was the question?
Question A I got wrong.
Okay, it's okay if you get wrong, okay? Just do your corrections, but understand why you get it wrong. Question 10, some of you don't know how to do. Why? Because you don't know how to do. I will tell you, because you did not put the compass, the directions. North, south, west, east. You did everything in your mind. And it's very dangerous if you do in your mind. You should put the 8-point compass on the paper. So this is your northeast, this is your southeast, this is your southwest, and this is your northwest. Okay, you should do all this. Once you've done all this, then you find that you don't have to keep thinking about what direction is where. Okay, the figure shows a road map. A taxi moves along road A. All right, so the taxi can move here or it can move here because the question never say, right? Can move from left or from right. The taxi turned into another road. It faced northeast. Then just look at your compass. Where is your northeast? Your northeast is over here. So which road did it turn into? Road D, right? So you must have turned into road D. Answer number 3. Okay, so you have to draw the compass, draw the directions first before you can even think about how to solve. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, add your marks as well. All these are 1 mark question. Okay, yeah, Alistair.
I put the compass wrong, but somehow still got it correct. I
okay.
mixed east and west together and somehow
No,
still got it
if
correct.
you draw the compass wrong, is even though you get the answer correct, but the compass is the main thing. The compass direction is the most important thing.
Hey, Mr. Ong,
Who is talking? Let me see. Anson, right? Yeah, Anson. Yeah, Anson. No
It's
question.
not me, it's your case, it's not me.
Your K, where-
Mr. Ong, what's the answer for question 10 again? I couldn't see.
Road D. Okay, it's road D. Okay, answer is road D. Okay, all right,
Okay.
gotta move on already. We are a bit slow already. Okay, now, okay, question number, let me see where are we now. Question 9, 10 done already. Let's go to question 11. Okay, Tim had 40 50-cent coin and 30 20-cent coin. She exchanged all her coins for some $2 notes. How many $2 notes did she exchange for? Now, even if you don't know how to do, you should at least can find how much and how much. So what is 40 50-cent coin? No calculator, 40 times 50, right? And shortcut, 4 times 5, 20, add the 2 zeros behind. So that will be $20, right? And then what is 30 20-cent coin? 30 20-cent coin will be 30 times 20 cents. Shortcut, 3 times 2, 6, and put the 2 zeros behind. That will be $6. And when you plus them together, that will be $26, right? What did she do with the money? She exchanged all this money for some $2 notes. Then just divide by 1 piece of $2 notes. And how many $2 notes did she exchange? 13. Answer number 1. Okay, I hope you didn't use calculator. All right. Okay, all these are supposed to do working. Okay, question 12. Matt had 90 game cards. Oscar had 60 game cards. Oscar gave 10% of his game cards to his cousin. What was the total game cards Matt and Oscar had in the end? Now, this 10% is talking about what? Talking about his cards, right? His game cards, which is 100%. Okay, so Oscar game cards is 100%, and that is 60. Yep. Okay, so if you give away 10%, then how many percent left? How many percent did Oscar have left? 90% left. And how do you get 90%? You take 100% minus the 10% he gave away, you get 90% left. Shortcut. Some of you put 1%, right? And then you get stuck because you have a decimal. But I think I told you already, avoid decimal. Okay, avoid decimal. Do we need to always have, or do we need to always find 1%? No, we don't need to always find 1% because there's a shortcut. Jump. All right, jumping method. Divide by 10, then later times 9. Right, try to do this way. If not, then you have to find 1% already. Then the other side, you also divide by 10, and then you times 9. And how many game cards did Oscar have left? Oscar has 54 game cards left. So what was the total cards Matt? Matt did not give away any cards. So 80 plus 54. Total cards in the end is 134. So answer number 4. Okay, clear? Now, if you have a mistake, please understand why you get a mistake. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, question 13. And okay, now this one. Okay, what do you mean by mass step up to? Some of you may not have seen this before. It means that your parcel cannot be more than 100 grams. Your parcel cannot be more than 250 grams. Your parcel cannot be more than 500 grams, 1 kilogram, or 2 kilograms. So if you look at the first parcel, this is 100 grams. So which category do you look at? You look at this one. Look at this one, because that's the maximum already. Your parcel cannot be more than 100 grams. So for the first parcel over here, how much is that? That will be just 70 cents. Okay. And then there's another parcel, which is 1,200 grams. So which one is that? You have to look at this one, which is cannot be more than 2 kilograms, right? Why not 1 kilogram? because your 1,200 grams is already more than 1 kilogram already. All right. So you cannot look at this one, all this you cannot look at. All right. You cannot look at all these numbers. You have to look at 2 kilogram, which is the category. So how much is the 1,200 grams? That will be $3.45. Okay. So your parcel cannot be more than 2 kilogram. So that's why you choose $3.45. You have to pay $3.45. And then when you add them together, that will be how much? That will be, I think it's $4.15, right? So your answer should be number 2. Okay, are you clear? So I will go through this one more time. Okay, one more time. So what do you mean by mass step up to? It means that your parcel, right? Like for example, if I have a parcel that is maybe 1,000, or maybe 900 grams. If I have a parcel that's 900 grams, then which category do I go? Which category do I use? Do I use this category? Do I pay this category? No. Your parcel cannot be more than 100. Do I pay this category? No. Do I pay this category? No. I overshot already. My parcel mass is more than 500 grams. So it's out of this category. I have to pay this one because my parcel is less than 1 kilogram, right? So you need to pay for you need to pay for how much? Pay until 1 kilogram. So for my 900 grams, how much is the parcel? That will be $2.65. Okay, you understand? So there's a limit. So you have to look at the mass of your parcel and see which category does it fall into. All right. So it cannot fall into 500 grams because you overshot already. All right, overshot. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one question. This is the one. Okay, some of you say don't know how to do, right? You get stuck, right? Let me start asking you a question. What's your method? What's your method? You have no method, it's very hard to solve. So this is model drawing, right? Some of you can't solve it because you are thinking too hard with no methods, and you should be using a method. And Kai and Dini folded paper stars over 2 days. On Friday, Kai folded 21 more than Dini. On Saturday, Dini folded another 39 paper stars. At the end of the 2 days, Kai folded 37, arrow pointing. All right, arrow pointing. So it means Kai has 3, and the total number in the end is 7. So how many paper stars did Kai fold? All right, very hard. But what's the question? What's the method? The before and after model. This is a before and after problem. Then you should draw your before and after problem, or you can draw Friday and Saturday, right? Friday and Saturday. Okay, or before and after, whichever how you want to label, it's up to you. Okay, so before, after. So before means how many stars they have, right? How many stars they have at first. So on Friday, Kai folded 21 more. Look at how I draw, right? I'm not solving. I am not solving, okay? I'm just drawing. And you'll see how it will be very easy to solve later. Then Saturday will be after, right? After. And then Kai and Dini again. So on Saturday, Dini folded another 39 paper clips. So what is unchanged? Kai is unchanged. Every time it's a before and after, you should ask what is unchanged, right? There are 4 answers, total unchanged, one group, one person unchanged, everything changed, or the difference changed. So in this question, Kai is unchanged. And what happened to Dinesh? Dinesh folded another, so you draw a bit longer lah, something like that. Okay, so, okay, see, Dinesh folded another 39. Is it correct? Another 39 paper stars. All right, so make sure your model is proportional so that you can see clearly later. And make sure your model starts at the same place. All right, start at the same site. Okay, and then continue. Kai, at the end of the 2 days, which is the after, Kai folded 3. Oh, I know already, 3. Yeah, and the total folded by these 2 persons will be 7, right? 7. Okay, 7. So how many paper stars did Kai fold? Then question mark, and over here also question mark. Yeah. Okay, then you check, make sure you have put everything inside the model. And once your model is done, then you compare. Okay, the model is done already. Then how do you do next? You have to study the model and see how to pull out the statements. Okay, do you know how to pull out the statements? All right, this is how you pull out. Okay. Not very hard. Some of you still can't pull out the statements, right? But it's not very hard. Total 7 units minus chi, which is 3 units. This is 4 units. Okay, agree? And then 4 units. Okay, if you look carefully, let me just put some more things. Okay, 4 units minus 3 units. This is 1 unit. Okay, look carefully at how you how you study the model. Okay, and then what else? Okay, then I show you. Can you see the 39 here? 39 here, and then there's a 21 here. So if I were to draw a bit nicer, can you see something already? 39 minus 21. All right, 39 minus 21. What do you get? So 39 minus 21, you will get how many? 39 minus 21, you will get 18, right? 18. Okay, see? So your 1 unit is 18. And then chi has 3 units. So chi has 3 units. So that will be 18 times 3. That will be 54. So chi has how many, or chi for how many paper stars? 54. Can you see that? Do you see the model? Do you see how I draw the model? Okay, there's a 4 unit minus the 3 unit. Okay, let me use a red color. Okay, minus 3 unit, and you get 1 unit more. And the 1 unit more is also how many? That is also 39. Okay, 39 minus the 21, and you get 18. Okay, so your 1 unit is equal to 18, and then you can solve already. Are you clear? Are you clear on how to, okay, this model? All right, okay, anyone needs help for me to go through again? Okay, all right. Anyone needs help? If you need help, let me know after the lesson. We will go through this question again. Okay, so this one is how you draw the model to solve the problem. Okay, so answer is number 3. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, question 15. A piece of ribbon 270 cm long is made of white, gray, and black. So each segment is 6 cm long. The segments follow a repeated pattern. So how many white segments are there? Now, this is grouping method already, right? You look at the picture, it's like grouping. So you have a white, this is your white, this is your gray, this is your black, and then this is your, what is this? This is gray, and then white, white, gray. I think the color is not very clear, okay? The picture is not very clear. So can you find your one group? Can you recognize where is your one group? Okay, if you look carefully, your one group starts, where does your one group starts? If you look carefully, white, green, black, this is gray, this is white. Okay, let's now draw a few more letters for you to see. And then you can see where is your one group. Your one group is here. This is one group. And then you have another repeated group. See? Can you see that? So you have to recognize where your one group starts. Your one group starts with a white and ends with a white. Okay, so one group has 5 segments. And how long is one group? So there will be 6 times 5, 30, which is one group. One group, what is the length? One group is what? How long? One group is 30. Okay, one group is how long is that? 30 cm. Okay, and if I have 270 cm, how many groups? Then I divide. I get 9 groups. Okay, 270 divided by 30. I get 9 groups. And if there are 9 groups, then how many white segments are there? Then I look at my one group. I can see that there are 2 white segments. Okay, one group, there are 2 white segments. So 9 groups will be 9 times 2. I have 18 white segments. Agree? Understand? One group has 2 white segments. I have 9 groups, so 9 times 2, 18. So your answer should be number 1. Okay? Now, anything you're not clear, you want me to explain again, we do it after the lesson. Okay, because so that we don't spend too much time talking about the same question. Okay, let's go to question 16. All right, question 16. Okay, so let's move on to questions.
Wait.
Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay, Zachary, got to start the video, Zachary. All right, everybody in the online lesson must start video. Okay, it's a must, okay, requirement. So this paper is quite, this paper is not very hard, but it's also not easy. It's quite standard, right? Quite standard. It's a good paper. Okay, let's go on already. Okay, let's go to 16. Let's go on to 16, which is the simple ones. Now, which digit is in the thousand place? Okay, let me just quickly show you the place value. The digit in front of the decimal point is the whole number. All right, it's a whole number, which is ones. And then behind the decimal point, that will be your decimal already. 10th, and then this digit 1 will be 100, 100. Okay, there's a TH. And then getting further away from the decimal point, you have thousand. Okay, so which digit is in the thousand? So your answer should be 6. Okay, digit 6. Okay, question 17, find the value. So you must know what do you do first. Now you have to do the bracket first, and you must do step by step. So 160 divided by 4 times 5 plus 16. Do one step at a time. All right, don't do a lot of steps in the same statement. Do one step at a time. And then divide times and plus, you do the divide first. So you have 40, right? And then you times 5 and then plus 16. So what's the next step? The next step is to do the times. So 40 times 5 is 200. And then you plus 16 and your answer will be 216. Okay, correct? Right? Okay, let's move on. Question 18. Now a piece of ribbon or a piece of cloth was cut into 20 pieces. Each piece was 3/4 meter long. What was the total length of the 20 pieces? So you should take 20 pieces times 3/4 meter, right? Okay, now how do you multiply? You have to change the whole number into a fraction first. All right, then cancel. So divide by 4 and 20 divided by 4 is 5. And then multiply the numerators, which is 15, and multiply the denominators. And you will get 15 over 1, which is still 15. All right, I think some of you put 15 over 1, right? Answer wrong, because it has to be a whole number. It has to be 15, not a fraction. Okay, all right, let's go to question 19. Okay, question 19. A book costs $56 before GST. So how many percent do you have before GST? You always start with 100% before GST. Remember that. So every time there's a discount, GST or interest, you always start with 100% first before you have GST or any other thing inside. Okay, so 100% is $56. All right, now no calculator. So how do you find how much is 7%? How do you find? Okay, you find 1% because cannot jump, right? If you don't know how to jump, then don't jump. So $56 divide by 100. Now avoid decimal. I mean, if you divide by 100, you will get something like that, all right? But let's say you don't know how to let's say you are stuck, okay, you are stuck. Do you know that you can change the dollars into cents, which is actually much simpler, and then 5,600 cents, and then divide by 100, and you cancel the zeros, 20, cancel 20, and you get 1%, which is 56 cents. So every time, everything becomes simpler already because you're using whole numbers to work out. And then later on, you take 56 times 7, and then just do your timetable. This one, there's no shortcut. So you have to take 56 times 7, and you will get $3.92, which is the GST only, right? Only the GST. Okay, clear? All right, so there's a shortcut here is to avoid decimal, change it to whole numbers, and you can do faster. Okay, question 20. All right, Mrs. Icon paid $330 to carpet a room with an area of 30 meters square. So what was the cost of carpeting the room per square meter? So if 30 meters square is $330, then 1 meter square must be 330 divided by 30. Shortcut. Okay, shortcut, cancel 10 and cancel 10 on the other side. So you will have 33 divided by 3, and your answer will be $11. So 1 meter cube is $11. Okay, so far no mistake, right? I hope you don't have a lot of mistakes here. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now we come to question 21. Okay, now how do you arrange the following from largest to smallest? They are not the same. You have to make them all the same. Okay, somebody's talking. You need to. Okay, you have to mute yourself. Your voice is not muted. Okay, now you have fractions, you have decimal, you cannot compare. So what you can do is you can change them all into fractions. So 11 over 10 will be 1 and 1 over 10. But how do you get? How do you know? You just take 11 divided by 10. Do your dividing. And that's how you get 1 and 1 over 10. Okay, and then 1.9 is 1 and 9 over 10. And then the rest fraction, and then 9 over 5 is an improper fraction. Change it to the same thing also. Change it to mixed number. And you get 1 and 4 over 5. All right, so you have to make them all the same. Same means what? All into mixed number. And then the denominators are different. So now you have to make the denominator all the same. So 20. Right, 20 is the same denominator. 10 times 2, 1 times 2, and then 10 times 2, 9 times 2, and then 4 times 5, and 1 times 5, and then 5 times 4, and 4 times 4. Understand? All right, you have to do all this. You have to do all this before you can even compare anything. Okay, now, so which is the largest? Okay, before we continue, Caleb, you raise your hand. Caleb?
I think it's 118 over 20, not 118 over 10.
10 times 2, yeah, 10 times 2, 10 times 2, and 9 times 2, yeah, 10 times 2 and 9 times 2. Okay, so you have to make you have to do all these things before you can even compare. So what is the largest? The largest will be, you look at the fractions below, the largest will be 1 and 18 over 20, right? And you need to write the original number, which is 1.9. Yeah, start from the largest, okay? And then what do you do next? What is getting smaller? Then the next one will be 1 and 16 over 20, which is 9 over 5. So you have to write the original answer. Then getting smaller, which is 1 and 5 over 20, which is 1 and 1/4. And the smallest will be this one. And that is your 11 over 10. So some of you know how to do already, but when you write the answer, it's different. It's not the original answer. It's your working answer. And that's why you still minus marks. So you always have to write down the original answers. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, good, all right. All right, some of you pointed out the mistakes. If you see any careless mistake, let me know. Okay, but the most important thing is to understand your mistakes, okay, to know what happened so that you avoid. Now, question 22, what the figure shows a rectangular glass box partly filled with 1 cm cube. And when the box is completely filled with 1 cm cube, then what is the volume of the box? Okay, so how do you find the volume of the box? Very easy, because what do you mean by 1 cm cube? If you don't understand this, if you don't understand what is a 1 cm cube, you cannot solve the problem. 1 cm cube means what? Every side of the cube is 1 cm. Okay, every side of the cube is 1 cm. You must understand that. And then can you find the length of the box? And how do you find? You just count how many cubes that is along the length. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how long is 5 cubes? That will be 5 cm. Right, 5 cubes joined together is 5 cm. And then how about this side? This side will be how many cubes joined together? So that will be 1, 2, and 3. So that will be 3 cm. Right, 3 cm. And then how about the height? How many cubes do you form the height? So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that will be 4 cm high. And then how do you find volume? You take length times breadth times height, and you will get how many? 5 times 3, 15. 15 times 4 will be 60 centimeter cube. So that is the volume of the box. Okay, clear? So you must understand what is a 1 cm cube. A 1 cm cube means what? A 1 cm cube means every side of the cube is 1 cm, 1 cm, and 1 cm. And then use that to find how long is the box. And how do you use that to find how long is the box? You just count the sides. How many sides? Okay, so there are 5 sides. So that's why you have 5 cm here. And do the same for the breadth and the height. All right, clear? Okay, let's go to question 23. All right, question 23. Straight lines. Okay, in the figure, you have A, B, C, D, and E, F are straight lines. Find angle R. Okay, now look for simple angles. Look for easy angles. What are easy angles? Easy angles means you can find easily. Angles you can find easily. Don't care the question mark. Right? Look for angles you can find. So this is a straight line. So can you find the right angle? Angle on a straight line is 180. minus 67 minus 99, and you get the angle in the middle. So 180 minus 67 minus 99, and you will get 14. So this angle in the middle is 14 degrees. And every time there are straight lines, look for special letter, look for X, right? X, okay? And when there's an X, then this angle and this angle must be the same. Okay, special letter X. Got it? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Question 24. Okay, now this is the one where we can't really do because we don't know what are the squares that are shaded. So you can skip this question. So you can just give yourself another 2 marks lah. Okay, this question we can't do because it's not clear. Okay, let's move on to question 25. Okay, question 25 looks a little unfamiliar, but your mind must be able to think a little bit, okay? Don't just look at this question and then just give out the question. Now, your mind must think a little bit, because if you look at the picture, how many clips are there altogether? There are 3 paper clips. And how long is one paper clip, which is 4.8 cm, okay? And then what do? If one paper clip is 4.8 cm, then can I find how long is the other paper clip here? All right, there are a few ways to do this. Okay, there are a few ways. I'm showing you one way. All right, one way. So how long is this other paper clip, which is also another 4.8? It's not very hard. Then how do you find the middle? The middle section. How do you find the middle section? Not that hard, because what do? If you know that one paper clip is 4.8, right? 4.8, then you just minus 0.9 and minus 0.9. So minus 0.9 minus 0.9, and you get the middle section, right? So 4.8 minus 0.9 and minus again, you will get 3 cm. So the middle section is 3. Yeah, and then what do you do next? Then you just plus them together lah. Okay, so you just take 4.8 plus 3, and you cannot take whole number plus decimal. You have to change the whole number to a decimal before you plus them, and then plus another 4.8. Okay, so what answer do you get? So you will get 12.6. So the length, okay, the length of the whole thing, all right, the length of the whole figure is 12.6 cm. Did anyone get the answer correct? No, nobody. Okay, just a few only. Okay, now, so, okay, this must think a little bit lah, okay, must think a little bit. Even though it looks unfamiliar, but you can see that not really very hard if you think a little bit, okay? Okay, let's move on to question 26. Okay, by the way, Miss Ong is telling you, when you are looking at the screen, don't be looking at another screen. Okay, Miss Ong knows. Okay, when you are online, make sure you are looking at the screen here, not looking at another screen. Okay, let's go to question 26. Okay, now question 26, and we are coming to the end soon already. Okay, question 26. Okay, some of you can't do this. Why you can't do this? Because you're confused by the fractions. But those in my groups, okay, those of you who join my groups, you should know that what Mr. Ong asked you, right? What is this fraction talking about? What is it talking? A tank is half filled with water. It is talking about a tank, about this tank. So when you see a fraction, you must ask, what is the fraction talking about? Generally talking about what? And then what is this fraction talking about? It's talking about the tank also, the tank. All right, and so a tank is half filled with water. When 1536 ml of water is poured out, the tank becomes 1/8 filled. So these two fractions are talking about the same tank. And of course, this fraction is also talking about the same tank. So what do? Make the denominator the same, right? And then you will know how to do already. So when you see fractions, and then you ask, what are they talking about? If they are talking about the same thing, same tank, then you can make the denominator the same and you can draw the model. So the tank has a total of 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it was half filled with water at first. So I'm going to show some shading. All right. So this is the water inside at first. And when you pour out 1536 ml of water, when you pour out, the tank became 1 box filled. Right. The tank become like that only. Right. You pour out 1536 ml of water. What happened? Now you only have 1 box left with water, or 1 unit, right? You have 1 unit left with water. Right, this is your 1 unit. Okay, so how much water do you pour out over here? So there'll be 1536, which is 3 units, right? See? Yeah, so you draw the model, right? You draw the model and everything becomes very simple. So 3 units is equal to 1536. And then you find 1 unit, so you just divide by 3. So 1536 and divide by 3, you will get 512 ml. So how much water is there in the tank when it is half filled? So your question mark is to find here. That's your question mark. And you need to find 4 units. So you take 512 and times 4, and you will get 2048 ml. So that is the water that is in the tank when it's half filled. Or you can change it to liters, also can. All right, 2.048 liters, also correct. Okay, so you have a few answers. Okay, clear so far? All right, understand? Okay, now let's go to question 27. Okay, next page already. Okay, question 27, you have to put the numbers on the bar graph. So the bar graph shows the customer, all right, shows the customer at the supermarket from Tuesday to Thursday. The total customers on Thursday and Friday was equal to the average number of customers on Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, how many customers were there on Friday? Draw the bar. Okay, now first step, you need to put the numbers on the bars. So I think count the gaps. First step is to count the gaps. There are 2 gaps, and how big? 20 minus 0, that will be 20. So 1 gap is 10. All right, so this is 40, this is 100, this is 20. Friday, we don't know. Okay, now this is not very hard because you just have to understand the question. The total number of customers on Thursday and Friday. So can you add up Thursday and Friday, which is over here? Okay, Thursday and Friday over here, but we don't know how many, right? Because Friday is missing. So the total was equal to the average number of customers on Tuesday and Wednesday. So can you find what is the average on Tuesday and Wednesday? So you take 100 plus 40, get the total for Tuesday and Wednesday. And how do you find average? You just have to divide by 2 days. To find average, you just divide by 2. Okay, and you get 70. Oh, 70. So what does it mean? It means that the total on Thursday and Friday is equal to this average, which is 70 lah. Right, 70. Then Friday will be how high do you draw the bar? 70 minus 20. So you should draw the bar until here. Okay, until here. Yeah, got it? Okay, so not really very hard again now. Mr. will tell you what is hard. What was hard was the model drawing. All right, the question 14, that was maybe a little hard. Yeah, but otherwise, most of the questions are easy, medium, right? Easy, medium, and also the ribbon. Okay, the paper clip, right? The paper clip may be a little hard. Okay, so let's go to the next one. All right, let's move on already. Okay. Now, question 28, there's something missing here. I think you can't do, right? But this is the shaded part. Okay, now I need to go through this question because it's a very common question and some of you couldn't do because the shaded part is missing. Now in the figure, rectangle X overlap rectangle Y. The ratio of the area of rectangle X to the area of the shaded part to the area of rectangle Y is 8:3:12. Ratio method, you must label. Label means what? Like this, label. Because if you don't label, you will get stuck. All right, so what's the numbers? 8:3:12. Okay, the area of rectangle X is 120. Easy. 8 units equal 120, right? Then 1 unit will be 120 divided by 18. That will be 15 cm square. So what's the area of the unshaded? So you just, how do you find the unshaded and you are stuck, right? You know why you're stuck? Some of you did until here and then you are stuck. You are stuck because of what Mr. always said, your picture is very clean. Your picture is too clean already, right? There's nothing on your pictures. You should be doing this. The shaded part is 3 units. And the unshaded X is how many units? The unshaded X, 8 units minus 3, that will be 5 units. And then the unshaded Y will be how many units? 12 minus 3, that will be 9 units. So your picture cannot be very clean. Otherwise, how do you solve? It will be quite hard to solve. So what is the total unshaded, which is 9 unit plus 5 unit. So the total unshaded is 14 unit. Then you take 14 times 15. So what's the area of the unshaded? So the area of the unshaded is 210 centimeters square. So you need to put the numbers onto your pictures. Okay, otherwise you cannot solve. Okay, clear? Okay, let's go to question 29. 2 more questions we are done already. Okay, question 29, we can't do this, okay, because the shaded part is missing. We don't know where are the shaded parts. Okay, so we will skip this, so you can give yourself another 2 more marks lah. Okay, 2 more marks. Okay, let's go to the last question, all right? The last question, okay, now this one, you tell me, Storm, a bit hard. Okay, Eli wrote a whole number and listed all the factors. The number that she had written has exactly 6 factors. 2 of the factors are 3 and 9, okay? So it's the smallest possible number that was written. Was it 18? So was the smallest number 18? Okay, now, all right. So you have factors, right? 2 of the factors are 3 and 9. So I'm going to show you something, right? You have learned multiples and factors. So you take 3 and 9, okay? Shortcut. Can you find a common multiple of 3 and 9? Common multiples of 3 and 9. What is the common multiple? Look at the biggest number. Can 9 divide by 3? Yeah. So your common multiple is 9. So 9 could be the whole number, right? But this number has only a few factors. You need to have exactly 6 factors, right? 6 factors, right? Because if you take 1 times 9, and then 3 times 3, and how many factors? Only 3 factors only. Okay, then how? Then go and get your second common multiple, which is 18. And how do you get 18? You just take the first common multiple times 2, you get 18. This is the shortcut to get the second common multiple. So 18 could be the whole number also, 18. So how many factors are there in 18? So you take, so you look at factors of 18, 1 times 18, 18, 2 times 9, 18, and then 3 times 6, 18 also, right? 18. So 18 could be the whole number, right? And is that the answer? Is that the smallest whole number? Yeah, it is the smallest whole number. Because why? Because after 18, what is the next whole number you can get? Which is another common multiple, which is how many? Which is, okay, now how do you get the next common multiple? Look carefully out. Take the first common multiple and you times 3 and you get 27. So now you have the next common multiple, which is also your whole number, another possible whole number. But you want the smallest whole number. So what is the smallest whole number? The smallest whole number has to be 18, all right, and not 27. So 18 is the smallest whole number, okay? And it's the sum of all the factors of this number, 30. So if you add up all the factors of 18, do you get 30? No, you don't get 30. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 18 is more than 30 already. So the answer is false. Okay, got it? So this question, maybe a little bit hard. Okay, a little bit hard because to get the whole number, you must get the common multiple, right? To get the whole number, you have to look for the common multiple and the smallest common multiple. Okay, and why is it not 9? Why is it not 9? Because 9 has only how many factors? 9 is the smallest common multiple. But why is it not the answer? Because 9 has only 3 factors. But you want to have 6 factors. So you must jump to the next common multiple. And that's how you get 18. And the 18 has 6 factors. And it is now the smallest number already. Okay, do you understand? All right, so are you clear? Okay, so we come to the end of the lesson already. So the time is a bit, the lesson today is a bit quite fast, not very long. A few questions are, there are some problem with the questions, so we don't go through everything. That's why it's a bit faster today. All right, any questions before we end the lesson today? Any questions? And those who have questions, you can, okay, any questions? How about Jordan? Any question?
Yeah, for question 28, I haven't finished copying on the question yet.
Okay, later Daddy will let you copy later, right? So you can stay behind later. How about the others? How about the rest of you? Any questions? No questions? Do you understand every single question that you have done? Okay, okay, now can you add up your marks? All right, add up your marks and then let's see who get above 40. So did anyone get above 40? Right, add your marks and then you just raise your hand if you get above 40. Okay, Miss Long, just give you a few minutes to add up your marks. If you haven't done, try to do it, all right? Try to do it before you come the next lesson. So your K got above 40?
I got exactly 40.
Exactly 40. Okay, well done. Okay, well done. Caleb also 40? Okay. Celine, are you okay, Celine? You're always like not enough sleep or what? Okay, now, so anyone get above 40 beside your K? Nobody. All right. Now the next paper, try to get above 40 if you can. Right. So the more we do, you should be doing better and better. Right. If you understand, you remember what I told you, you should be doing better already. Okay. So try to get higher marks next time. All right. So if there's no question, anyone has any question to ask me about any question, you can raise your hand. I mean, you can stay behind. Right. Stay behind. And the rest of you, I will see you the next week. Okay. Right. Just nice. 9 o'clock already. Just nice. All right. So see you next Monday. And if you need help, you can stay back. All right. Okay. See you. Bye bye. You can leave the room now. All right. I will see you the next week.
I got 39.
Alistair, right? 39. Okay, not bad. 39 is quite good. But push yourself to get 40. Right, 40 and above. How about Rainer? Rainer, you haven't added your marks. Okay. All right. Okay. So Caleb, how about you? Caleb, how many marks do you get?
Not very good. 31 only.
31. Okay, then you must know your mistakes. Okay, understand your mistakes. Okay, now, do you understand the model? All right, those of you who are still left here, okay, just before you leave, do you understand this part of the model, right? Ms. Tong show you the question 14, right? Do you understand this one? Okay, this one. Yeah, this one. Do you want me to go through
Somehow
this?
I managed to guess the correct answer.
It's not about guessing. Okay, it's not about guessing. Okay, but let me. Okay, since you're here, and then I will just go through this again. All right, because so that you know how to do. All right, how to do. Okay, so let me just go through this again, and okay, now, so after this, then we will end the lesson. Okay, then everybody must go already. Okay, now, when the problem gets hard to do, you must think of your methods already, right? Think of what kind of method can I use to solve. So this is your before and after, right? Before and after problem. So your Kai and Dini folded paper stars over 2 days. On Friday, Kai folded 21 more than Dini. All right, that's your before. Then on Saturday, Dini folded another 39 paper clips, right? That's a change. All right, something happened, right? And at the end of the 2 days, which is the after already, Kai folded, there's a fraction here, so you must do arrow pointing, right? Kai folded 3/7 of the total paper stars, right? Total number of paper stars. So how many paper stars did Kai fold? So there are many clues that tells you it's model drawing. There are many clues. You have fraction there, you have a before and after problem. All these are clues that tells you can draw model. And what kind of model? Before and after model. All right, now you can change the before to Friday and after to Saturday. Also can. All right, so catch it, right? If you don't know how to do, you draw the model, you find that you can solve already. Kai, Dini, right? On Friday, Kai folded 21 more than Dini. Something like this. Can you see that? Okay, 21 more. All right. Okay, or you can put the 21 more inside, up to you, all right? You can always adjust later. You can put 21 more inside if you want. And then how about the after, Kai and Dini? Now on Saturday, Dini folded another 39. So what is unchanged? Kai is unchanged. So you must always remember what is unchanged, right? Kai is unchanged and Dini now has more already. See, Dini has more already because he folded another 39. So where do you cut 39? Where do you put 39? Use dotted line to help you. This is your 39. Use dotted lines to help you to show where to cut. Okay. And you realize that this is also 21. Okay, 31. And if you like, you can also cut here, 21. Okay, make the model looks even clearer. And then Kai in the end has 3 units. Oh, so where do you put Kai in the end, which is the after? 3 units. And the total, right? The total of these 2 persons. These 2 persons has altogether how many units, which is in the end, right? 7. See, Mr. is not thinking. I'm just drawing out the sentence, right? And then how many paper stars did Kai fold? Then your question mark here, right? Or here, because unchanged, same answer. All right, and the model is done already. No, the model is done already. And once you draw the model, then you study the model and then use it to solve. And how do you use it to solve? 7 units is the total, minus 3 units, you get 4 units. And then compare the model, you will get 1 unit more. Compare, you have to look at the model and compare. Model is always comparing. And then that 1 unit more is how many? 39 minus 21. And you get 18, right? You get 18. So your 1 unit is 18 more. See 39 minus 21. And if 1 unit is 18, then Kai has how many? Kai has 3 units, so 18 times 3. Yeah. And that's how you solve the problem using model. Otherwise, without the model, it's very hard to solve. Okay, very hard to solve. Understand? All right, Jordan?
Yeah, I need
Okay.
question 28.
Okay, yeah, so we are going to question 28. Okay, so Caleb, I think if there's no question, okay, any more question for Caleb?
Yes. Let me just find the question.
Okay, then for Jordan, okay, let me show you question 28. Okay, then Caleb, you find the question and then see, okay, see which one you need help. Found ready for Caleb?
Yep. Cool.
Okay, Jordan, question 28. Jordan, how many marks do you get?
I haven't counted yet because I was writing something. The correct. So I was writing the annotation for 30.
Okay, all right, question 28. Okay, then Caleb, any questions to ask, Caleb?
So for like, I'll let Jordan copy finish first now. Just be quiet for a while.
Okay. Okay, today's lesson is actually quite short, like very short, right? And not a lot of things to go through. They're all simple questions. Most of them are simple, medium, just a few hard. So this is a standard kind of paper, right? So must try to do quite well for this paper.
Yes, and
Done.
science tuition was so fun just now, right, Jordan?
Okay, all right. Okay, any questions for Caleb?
Yes, so question 27. So
Question
it's like,
27. Okay, question 27. We did that already, right? Question,
yeah,
okay.
so it's like, if I never draw very visible for the like until line number 50, it's okay, right?
Not okay, because your teacher cannot see clearly, then
I tried my best to like scribble it until 50.
okay, now I don't know how you draw, but you need to draw very clearly so that we know where
Yeah, I
is
put a
the
50 on top also.
okay, then you get the full marks already.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, any questions? Next one, any question?
No more already.
Okay, then I will see you the next lesson. Okay, all right. So Jordan, see you later. All right, see you tonight. Then
Good night.
Caleb, I'll see you on Friday. Okay, Saturday. All right, Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay, all right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you. Goodbye. Bye bye.